Sophia, and she really wants a no eyeliner look. So we're removing her eyeliner. There wasn't anything horribly wrong with it. She just decided that she wanted to change that look. So this is the third salt removal. Now it was jet black and well placed. So we're really focusing on just lightening and really basically getting rid of it.
Awesome.
So I have a good needle extension. I really pick it out pretty far. Try not to spill this.
And what would you say the ratio for the solution to salt is?
Fill the cup with salt completely.
Okay.
Then add your saline. And then just stir. We usually let it sit. When we know we have a salt removal, we basically bring it in. We have it all mixed and kind of sitting to get super salty before the client comes. And it gets, it takes on a little bit more strength. Now we also carry a gel, and it's a pigment remover, and it's also salination. However, I don't have a hard time with the liquid. Some people really would prefer the gel because it's more in place, but I don't have a problem with the liquid. So I'm going straight in. I'm using a 3 liner. My machine is on 130. The idea is to get under the tattoo, under it. That's why the straight in pointillism works so well.
Okay.
This way I'm trying to lift it out. So when you're doing a color correction, it's the opposite. You're trying to place a layer of color on top, whereas here, we need to go under that tattoo to lift it out. Some will get pushed through the lymphatic system. Okay. It's going to be an osmotic effect, and it's very, very, very effective. So this was a jet black solid eyeliner. So, we've lightened it considerably. And I usually give it three different appointments, 6 weeks apart, to see, if it's lifting. And I haven't had a case to send to laser in, I couldn't even tell you how long. So we're very, very fortunate that it works so well. Now I'm just kind of working on the more stubborn areas, like the line, that straight line, because that's going to really help break it up and break the eye from seeing the straight line. Like this, Sophia, I'm going to put some numbing on there.
So we continue adding topicals throughout?
I will, because she's, I don't want her tightening up on me. It doesn't have to be miserable. It really doesn't. It's not fun, but it doesn't have to be miserable. And I will occlude that with a little bit of Vaseline, just to activate the topical. Drives it a little deeper. And try not to pick up your salt, just pick up the water. Stretching it out really well. You may be tempted, guys, to drag your needle across. Don't do it, because you're not going to reach it. So if I did this, all I'm going to do is create swelling, create fluid, going to be harder to get my salt water into the layer, into the dermis. So it's the last thing I want to do is create that cushion of fluid. And it just works. What I like about it is it's so organic. It's just so clean. I'm not leaving chemicals in her skin. I don't work with glycolics, or lactics, or any of the acids, because they really would need to be neutralized and not left in her skin. Whereas if I leave the saline and the salt water, then I'm going to still have it working for me. And your light and your magnification is everything, guys. Make sure you have plenty of light and really good magnifying loops, because it's such a difference when I look at her through the loops. I can actually see a spot. Here. And in between where it's really light gray, I'm not going to put my focus there. I want to get my focus on the darker areas. And the loops really help me see if I was a little bit light in a certain area, I can go back and get in there. Her healing is going to be a dry heel. Nothing moist on it, no day cream, no night cream. But you're just going to see bleeding. You're not going to see, her black ink coming out. And I'm just pointing one up and one back. It's more of like a to and fro motion, but I'm out of the skin clean. I'm not dragging my needle. The top just takes so much longer because it's wider. The bottom is generally more of a smaller line.
The inner upper it hurts more than the outer upper.
Yep, you're so right. The outer campus numbs out really well. The inner does not.
Right.
So what is the healing process?
The healing process is basically a lot of washing, soap and water, and she can even take a Q-tip and dip it in some salt water and rub it. Just a little bit, and rinse right away so it doesn't get into her eyes and burn. But it will make a difference because you want to keep the skin purging. So if I can keep that going like 3 days, then I'm going to get a much better result.
How many times a day?
2 to 3. I'm going to say the first 2 days. And it really does make a difference. So the way that it works is it creates an osmotic effect, meaning that the salination enables things to float. very much like you hear about the Dead Sea, and you float on top. And if you have 2 glasses of water and one is salinated and the other isn't, and you put an egg into it, the egg will float to the top.